creative process as a DJ is to apply that same idea of post-production. I'm using found material to make new kinds of beats and make a kind of a search for rare records become a different way to create compositions based on collage. So it's not just music, it's music as information, and it's not just code, but it's code as culture. So my creative process is the unfinished work. Just let it flow and take the bits and pieces and keep changing it. Most artists want to give you the finished product. Most filmmakers want to say, well, this is done, this director's cut, don't touch it. And I want to say, well, here's the record, you can make your own or whatever, go for it. You know, it's off my hard drive, open the file up and just run with it. So that's kind of turning the creative process upside down because most people want, this is the finished version. For me, there is no finished version.
Okay, it's still on these speakers here.
But I also wanted to get people to really think about the art of editing. You know, so if you're going to be editing a film, like what you guys are going to be doing here, versus editing a song, what's the difference? That's something that I feel like you have to dig into a philosophy of how somebody's going to think about the words they're going to choose, the angles, the style of effects, filters, all that stuff. It's the same thing with a song, you know? So it's just a whole bunch of zeros and ones.
If you don't know his book, you should know his book, and if you haven't bought his book, you're going to have to get in line to buy it because they have to reprint it. It's been so popular. But he reminded me the other day when we were talking that Antarctica is the only continent that doesn't have a government. He describes himself as someone who creates multimedia performances that raise awareness about sustainability, climate change, global culture, and the role of technology in society.
The role of the arts is to reach people emotionally and allow them to have better tools. To think about the process of creativity, compassion, and above all, common sense. And that's where I think design, whether it be for physical objects or design for new ideas, that's where the arts come into play even more powerfully than ever.
Je voudrais vous montrer que c'est une espèce d'espoir, of hope, to say that there's many Americas and Bush is not my America.
I'm political. I mean, it's incredibly important to me. So my research leads to my art leads to social activism, and the social activism leads to, I think, better art because they all inform one another. There's got to be a way that the arts can reflect society and show that there's another path